Hey man, same man, we back at it again with another video. On today's video, we're gonna be reacting to BenDaDonn beefing with Bruce, drop him off, DEO. Y'all feel me? So yeah, without further ado, we're gonna get straight right into it. Make sure y'all like, comment, do all of that good stuff. Make sure y'all sub. Hey yeah, let's get right into it. And this video is brought to us by Hello Yasin Extra. I hope y'all enjoy. Let's get right into it.
What's poppin', y'all? Bruce drop him off even got BenDaDonn heated now while he was trying to have a good time at the Las Vegas show that Aiden Ross was putting on that he was commentating.
Why do niggas always talk about a big bro method and this method when y'all thinking pressed over some when my been going on? I got some going.
Yo, I thought that shit died out. Like the comments that Bruce drop him off said. All y'all big like grown ass man talking about like little sis to get some cheeks, to clap some cheeks. Man, that shit, that thing that he said that, I think like almost 3 weeks ago, right, chat? Yeah, that was a long time ago.
It's just a funny one that Bruce said.
Yeah, but I ain't never seen that outside. We talking about who don't be outside. I'm not hard to find, man.
Come on, gang. Come on, we are DEO over here, gang. Stop playing. It's DEO gang over here, bro. Stop playing. Stop playing.
So this is hilarious because a little bit of context. Bruce drop him off, and this is why I think Bruce drop him off needs to be ranked a lot higher in Complex's list of their top streamers, because he's not even talking or interacting with any of these people. And what he said, what, like 2 weeks ago?
That's what I said. He said that shit 2 weeks ago, but like Bruce is like a legendary streamer, bro. Like Bruce was, I don't know how to compare him with, like, he's way better than Rage, way better than Kai in my eyes. Like, I fucks with Bruce. Bruce is just one of the top tier streamers.
He's not even talking or interacting with any of these people, and what he said, what, like 2 weeks ago, is still making waves. And this all started on May 4th when Bruce would call out Your Rage.
Oh God, y'all, if I'm 28 years old and I'm calling the girl a little sis and she's like 18 going on 19, bro. Oh my God, that's just crazy, bro. Like, if you got a little sis your way into some gang, you are crazy. You're crazy, little sis. Gang, what are you talking about, lil sis? You're trying to lil sis your way into some pussy, bro? I'm gonna just say that. I'm gonna say the quiet part out loud. I've never given a at 30, bro.
Hey,
you're
Bruce.
supposed to just be straight up. You know what I'm saying? Call the lil sis, Hello Kitty, bro. You know, it worked. Yeah, you trying to come to the crib, watch anime, go get some boba? Jan 28, know what I'm saying?
Come on, you could not tell me that shit wasn't funny, chat. That shit, like, Bruce, this is what I'm saying. Like, Bruce is like a legendary streamer, bro.
I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it, bro. No, what's happening?
So here, Bruce is telling Your Rage, and he starts this narrative which spirals so much out of control, where he's trying to little sis his way into getting with Yana. And what does this cause? It causes a ripple effect of a lot of fans of these streamers to start looking up clips of like, yo, this is like some little sis stuff, and Your Rage is just behaving weird, not towards the girl or anything, but he's
Yeah, everything is, once he said that, everything is going to get clipped. Like, everything is going to get clipped, like, out of context, like, or out of context, whatever. But you got to go back and do your research. But nobody's doing that. Like, nobody's going to get back to the VODs and look at the video and, like, and verify what he was saying. Now, everybody's going to run with their narrative. You feel me?
just clips out of context that you're like, whoa, what the hell is that? And it's also the concept of the lil sis. It's like, where's the lil bro? And this caused people to look at...
Yeah, bro, I didn't even realize that. Where's the little bro? Like, or is that not the method? Like, where's the little bro? Come on, gang. We caught y'all red-handed.
He would even get mentioned in someone completely out of his sphere's chat, and that is Valkyrie.
BenDaDonn is 40 and always collabs with Yana. I mean, I'm not sure who that is, but is that weird?
Valkyrie is like an old streamer. I think like she's like 35 or 34, something like that. And she has been streaming for like ages, bro. For a couple of minutes, she's been streaming for a couple. One thing I hate about Valkyrie is like she's a people pleaser, bro. She doesn't talk her mind. Shit, yeah, that shit is lame. I ain't gonna lie.
No. Oh, he's a comedian?
Duh.
Anyways, so yeah, I'm trying to figure out like what's appropriate for like collabs. You know, I'm trying to avoid clips and that side of the internet moving forward. So we'll see.
So Valkyrie is a 34 or 35-year-old woman who's a live streamer, and she's going through a crisis. She has a stranger plea. You've heard of people pleasers, right? Where you're like, oh, you want to make other people feel good?
That's what I said, bro. Like, that's the narrative. When you hear Valkyrie, she's like a people pleaser, bro. Like, she does everything what her chat says. Like, she doesn't have a mind of her own. Like, don't mind me, chat. Like, I do sometimes what y'all say, but not like that at this point. Like,
sometimes
at this level,
over in the process. Well, Valkyrie is a
different.
stranger pleaser. These strangers in her chat, or just strangers that don't watch her on social media, she is terrified of getting backlash from them. So when she got asked for a collaboration, or by the team or whoever, from Yana, who's 19 years old. She blew up a lot after the Streamer University legendary event. By the way, one of the greatest events of all time, even though I didn't really watch much of it, but the outcome, it's undeniable. So people are saying, well, why is there an issue of you playing video games with her? Like, why is the age thing even come up? And then people say, yo, BenDaDonn.
Yeah, she made it weird though, Chad. Like, she's the one that made it weird, and just Bruce just added a couple of sauce on that shit, a couple of things, but she made it weird. Like, they was asking her just to play games. Like, come on, tighten up, gang.
BenDaDonn's 40 and he's doing this. BenDaDonn's not 40. He's like 36 or 30, 34 or something like that. So
pushing
now
40.
BenDaDonn gets brought into this conversation. And then a lot of clips start circulating around BenDaDonn. And another individual that's in between Bruce and BenDaDonn is Academics. So Academics, he would amplify the message that Bruce was sending out, which is, come on, y'all stop capping. You know, if these little cis chicks that are throwing you something, if they were throwing it your way, you would take it. And honest to God, when it comes to your rage, I would say no. When it comes to BenDaDonn, I would say yes.
Nah, bro. Everybody's cracking. Everybody's clapping them cheeks. Come on, y'all. Come on. We all are grown people, right? We're all grown folks. So let's stop all of that capping. All of y'all are hitting it.
This is the caveat here. BenDaDonn is not saying that he's lil sissing anybody. He's just kicking it. But Academics would be like, yo, rage, come on, stop capping about that. And he would call BenDaDonn and talk to him about the lil sis stuff.
Act.
Academics.
Them braids is hanging on by a limb.
Wait, hold on. Isn't Ack beefing with this chick? With this one? The one that had her hair down?
I'm tapping your stream right now. I'm trying to learn the big bro method right now.
I don't do the big bro method.
Oh, hell no.
Cap is over here, bro. Cap is over here.
Oh, it's 3 of them.
What'd he say? Yeah, you still talking?
He talking about some.
Let me see. You still talking?
Nah, I'm just trying to see my man Ben do the big bro method.
It's not.
It's no big bro method.
My man's here, and these are my friends.
All the guys here too. It ain't. They said pull up and stream. I said bet I wouldn't do it. Just smoking it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, man.
He's trying to change the topic.
Huh?
Nah, he's still trying to hit the frames. Like, I remember there was a clip of BenDaDonn like saying, all of them girls are just friends, but I'm trying to hit the friend. Yeah, feel me? Her homegirls. He trying to hit the homegirls.
So this was done with Samaya, who is currently, at least,
they beefing.
girlfriend. Again, she's 20 years old, and BenDaDonn was just hanging out with Yana previously, doing some dancing around.
Ready?
Yo, are they tap dancing? Yo, what type of outfit did BenDaDonn got on? BenDaDonn looking already like Pinocchio in this shit. Damn. Come on, gang. Hold on. You're not trying to tell me you're not gonna hit that. Come on, Ben. You're doing all of this foolery, all of this tap dancing, and saying, oh, we're just friends. Nah, gang. That doesn't go over here, gang. Come on. Yeah, look at this.
So this is one of the clips that Bruce fans and people online generally started spreading around. Like, yo, this is kind of weird. I don't really think it's that weird when you take the full.
Yeah, Chad, that's what I'm saying. Nah, this ain't it. Nah, bro.
Context of the stream, but they're like, yo, this guy's dressed up, tap dancing with this 19-year-old. He's
bro said BenDaDonn looking like a house. Come on, y'all. Come on, chat.
This 20-year-old, and I don't know why it's such a big deal, because BenDaDonn has been vocal about what he does. He says, listen, Ruby Rose, that's my homegirl. Ari, the Don, that's my homegirl. This, whatever
gang.
popular influencer chick, these are my homegirls. I've never done anything, oh, Sexy Red too, I think. These are my homegirls. I've never done anything with them, and I'm not interested in doing anything with them. And he would even talk about a clip that I wasn't able to find where he says, listen, they have homegirls that are fine, and, you know, I'll deal with their homegirls.
That's what I'm saying. That's the clip that I was talking about, Chad. That's the clip that I was talking about. Okay.
But I'm not trying to mix this relationship and turn it into something it's not, which is actually very smart by him. He keeps his content relationships, just content. People can think whatever they want out of that dynamic. But the point is here, now BenDaDonn is feeling the heat. And he talks about, yo, this guy's never outside. And Bruce Drop Him Off responds. And he says, the fact I'm sitting in my $1 million crib and not, is it $1 million crib? If it's $1 million crib in Atlanta, it's got to be a castle. Because you see what Boosie got for like $1 million or something like that? And Atlanta is just straight up forest. But yeah, Bruce, we know Bruce is rich, man. Bruce is a streaming. Do I want to put legend on his name? In this sphere, WL community, if you
Nah, Bruce is a legend, bro. Like, Bruce is a legend. Bruce trying to was on that group, what was it called? With the Asmongold, with Miss Keith, with all of them. Like, Bruce was the only black person in that group.
Yeah, Bruce is above your age. I'm keeping it stacked. And not doing
definitely.
This at my big young age, I'm doing something right. He says, these dudes are maggots. So clearly here, Bruce, and this is Bruce's.
Like, I'll put Bruce above Kai too.
These guys calling him
nah,
out?
gang.
Well, he dealt with this same issue.
Kai doesn't have nothing on
because
Bruce.
He started clowning DDG again. DDG is very tight with Bruce Drop Him Off.
Daryl.
Go to Paris to link a so he could ask me, bro, Bruce, why you don't like me, bro? Get the out of my face. What are we, 13, gang? Bro, this is checking the temperature. Bro, so why you be saying the things that you say? Why you don't like me, bro? What are you gonna do, Daryl? Me? You're gonna kill me? You're gonna kill me. Bro, stop. You're gonna lay hands on me? Huh? You're gonna lay hands on me? I know. Ooh, I know you know how to fight. I know it. I'm not gonna lie. We done seen.
I want to check it. That's all I want to do. I just want to check your temp.
Yeah, that was funny.
So here, Bruce has made it clear and says like, yo, you guys, well, what are you going to do? Beat me up? And this is the problem. I do have an issue with this whole like, yo, he's never outside. I'm outside. You know where you can find me. Well, this is the thing. Bruce, and I called out Bruce for this when it comes to the DDG situation, but the situation with BenDaDonn is completely different. Bruce has no issue with BenDaDonn. He's never spoken on BenDaDonn at all. He's just had comments on someone that's like, oh, 28, 29, your age, basically. And
yeah, but why is he like feeling guilty though? That's the main question. Like, why are you feeling, why do you need to address it? Like, he didn't even mention you, he didn't even say your name, so why are you even... Yeah, that's kind of weird, gang. I'm not gonna lie.
They've ever had a relationship. So in BenDaDonn's mind, he can be found anywhere. So what is it that you're expecting? For Bruce to fly out to wherever you are and show up and tell you what? He's never even addressed you. You just got addressed because of a theme. You could say, yeah, a theme that Bruce brought up to the forefront, which is hilarious. I'm not gonna lie, because they have to deal with it now. And Bruce is the one that brought it to the surface. So his influence is permeating, even though he doesn't interact with any of these guys. And this is the thing, Bruce Drop Him Off is outside. You know where to find him. If there's a fashion week, you know he's in Atlanta. If there's a fashion week or something like that, he's gonna be there. But Bruce isn't gonna be at these streamer events rubbing shoulders with people because he's just not into that. And you could say,
yeah, that's the main thing I love about Bruce, right? Bruce always stays in his bag. Like, he doesn't go out, like, do all of this weird stuff with the streamers. He doesn't do a lot of collabs. Like, when you're gonna find Bruce when there's like a fashion week or something, like on a runway or something like that. But this was a wild pause. Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying.
He burnt a lot of bridges, sure, but this is what makes him so valuable as a streamer and likely to have longevity, is that people that watch Bruce, they are there for Bruce. People that watch BenDaDonn, are they there for BenDaDonn? How long will BenDaDonn's graph of viewership and subs continue at the average it is right now if for 3 straight weeks he streamed with no girls, no famous celebrities, nothing Drake involved, not calling any of these people, just him and the camera? I'm willing to tell you that
yo, that's actually like a good point. That actually a good point, because I always see BenDaDonn with someone like with Sexy Red or with Ruby, with a lot of girls. Like, I feel he does a lot of collabs, or with DDG, like with Daryl. But Bruce is just a top tier. This is why I say Bruce is a top tier streamer, bro.
His viewers nothing Drake involved, not calling any of these people, just him and the camera. I'm willing to tell you that his viewership will tank like a stock that's failing, 100%. And that's and a lot of these streamers, that would happen to them because they rely so much on collaborations, because nobody's gonna clip them if they're not really doing collaborations like that. But with a Bruce drop them off,
Yes, sir.
Bruce can just, well, he does just sit there, and his viewership is so high, and his subs are high, and you can see that it's not botted because he starts this little sis narrative, and it spreads throughout the entire streaming culture. And so much so that you've got this guy addressing Bruce with Bruce is on his mind rent free. This is the legitimate version of rent free. So this guy's controlling all of y'all, and he's just doing it at his crib, probably laying on the beanbag chair, staring at his effing awesome skateboard decks on his wall, just laughing, because he doesn't have to do all of the stuff that these guys are doing. He doesn't have to brush shoulders with all of these people, and that's valuable because
Yes,
that
sir.
means that his career is safe. These other guys, they've got to keep hustling.
Not just that, but the community is so strong, bro. DEO is so strong, brother. We are DEO over here, gang. You hear me?
And if they want to grow, that is. But yeah, I think this is hilarious. I think people are putting it on to Bruce drop him off that he wants to be around all of these.
Yo, this clip is legendary. Gun to your head, name 5 DDG songs. This shit was
people, but I
legendary,
sincerely
bro.
don't think he cares to be around these people. Some people make it seem like, yo, he's salty, he can't hang around the cool kids. I don't think he thinks these streamers are cool. And that's all that there is to it. But yeah, this is hilarious. BenDaDonn is going to have to deal with this because the streaming audience is so young. And they're all going to be talking about like, damn, dude, you're with another young person. You're 40. Ben is going to keep getting, first he was just getting the you're old thing. Now he's just going to keep getting the little sis thing. And BenDaDonn's content requires girls to be around. So as I'm just finishing this up, Bruce drop him off responds to the situation.
Outside, we talking about niggas who don't be outside. I'm not hard to find.
Yo, why is BenDaDonn acting like so tough? Like, gang, you're a comedian. Like, what the hell you talking about?
As he's IRL live streaming in his house. Quick way to not literally fuck me. Yo, bro. Sometimes, bro, just be having boy crushes. Like, if I go outside, what are they gonna do? If I'm outside with them, if I'm not around certain people or I'm not outside around certain people, does that make me lame? Like, am I like L? Yes, I'll be lame. Oh God, I'll be lame. I don't want to be in a room with Neon, Jack Doherty, and 20 other cameras with 30 different OnlyFans bitches that get managed by the same two that's in the room just for to try to look cool and you know what I'm saying? Like, prove that they didn't peak in high school.
So yeah, just judging by this, like I said, what are they going to do? Number one, Bruce's fan base does not care or is not going to do anything for him being a tough guy. He's not known as the quote unquote tough guy. He's never called anybody out to a fade. He's
mostly like the fashion guy. Like, he's the fly dude. He's the fly streamer.
At least from what I've seen, that wasn't taken as a joke. And then number two, he does make a good point, like I said earlier, where he's like, yo, I'm going to be in the same room with all of you guys. I'd rather be lame. I think part of that is him. Yeah, I really don't think he wants to be in those rooms, to be fair. He's more into fashion and music. Him and...
What did I say, bro? Look at that. He put that shit on. I'm not gonna lie. Like, whatever, when I see Bruce's posters, especially on Insta, like, bro got that shit on, gang. I'm not gonna lie. Like, everything is archived. Like, if you know pieces. Like, Bruce put that shit on. I'm not gonna lie.
Black Boy Max, they have...
I would even argue like Bruce is the flyest streamer. Like, there's no fly streamer than Bruce. Maybe Quan, Papi Q. Okay, maybe him, but nah, Bruce is the flyest, bro.
Some level of crossover, and they'd probably want to be in the same rooms a little bit, but the whole streamer universe, I don't think he cares for it too much, especially after he had experienced it with Your Rage in them. And it's funny because what they could say to Bruce is, okay, you hate all of this other stuff. You don't want to be in these rooms with us. Yeah, why do you have to keep talking about us? That's a fair point that they could make. But hey, the guy's making his content and he's just funny, dude. If you're the only people that don't find Bruce drop him off funny are the people that he's talking about, which is fair because the narrative that he's starting on these guys is you don't want them on your name. You don't want to be BenDaDonn organizing a collaboration and then your chat is like, oh man, here comes a 40-year-old hanging out with another 21-year-old female streamer. You don't want to be on the receiving end of that. But there's nothing you can really do about it. And this is the thing. How is Bruce drop him off beating BenDaDonn at being funny? BenDaDonn is supposed to have some jokes to throw back Bruce's way, but he's like, man, we don't see him outside. Wait, so we got the comedian turning into the I'm gonna see you outside guy? That's elite competition that Bruce drop him off is given to BenDaDonn. Maybe BenDaDonn needs to be replaced by Bruce when it comes down to announcing on brand risk. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. And I'm gonna see you on the next one.
Yeah, bro, go ahead and show love for your scene. extra. And that's it for today, chat. That's it for today. We're gonna clip this. Say bye to YouTube. We're gonna be back at it again with another video tomorrow. Make sure y'all like, comment, do all that good stuff. Make sure you subscribe, and we out of here. You hear me?